I'm Carolyn, and today I'd like to teach you how to make ham bean soup. So we're going to start with a heavy pot, my soup pot, as you've seen many times before, and some olive oil. We're going to coat the bottom of the pot with a little olive oil. Move that off to the side. And then we're going to add a chopped onion, chopped carrots, and celery, and they're the three ingredients we always use for our soups. Like 90% of the soup I make always starts with those first three ingredients. Then I have some chopped tomatoes. I think that makes a nice flavor to this, adds a little nice flavor. And then some salt. We don't want to overdo it with the salt because the ham will have a lot of salt in it, and some pepper. And we're going to go ahead and put that right on the stove and let that simmer for maybe about 5 minutes. So we're going to go ahead and put that on the stove. And then we'll be back in about 5 minutes. Hi, and we're back. We're ready to pull that off the stove so you can take a peek at it. It's about 5 minutes, 6 minutes in there. It's starting to soften. And now it's time to add our water. So I usually fill my pot to about here. Let's see what we can do here. And just a bit more. That's probably pretty good. It'll add the rest. Great. And now it's time to add our ham. So we have what's left of my big ham from Easter. Just putting the whole thing inside, all the little pieces. Move that off to the side. And we did put some pepper. We might as well just throw a little bit more in. And I have some fresh parsley. We'll put that in there. But if you have dried parsley, that's fine as well. Probably like a handful. All right, let's put that on the stove for about an hour, and then we'll be back. Maybe 45 minutes, but let's put it on high. We have a couple more things to add. Hi, and we're back, and we're ready to take our ham off the soup off the stove. And we have to dice. Ooh. We're going to take out that ham hock. Let's see if we can. Okay. Let's see if there's any big chunks. Nothing there. Okay, so for our soup, I decided to add some spinach. That's an optional item for you. I love spinach. I have some northern white beans. And I have some ditalini pasta. And I'm just going to use about 1/3 of a box. So let's go ahead and put this back on the stove. Let that pasta cook. Mix everything in there. Meanwhile, let's take this ham hock and see if we can get any ham off of it. I pretty much cut a lot of the ham off earlier. I made a quiche out of it. We had some ham and eggs, but let's see if we can get some off. The more ham you have, the better this soup turns out. Well, maybe it already fell off. Oh, here's a big chunk. Okay, good. I was getting a little nervous that I had nothing here to cut off. Did check in my pot. Sometimes a big chunk will fall off in your pot too. So it is nice when you're eating this ham bean soup to have some chunks of ham with your spoonful. So we'll just have to work this a minute, see if we can't get some more ham off of here. That might be all of it. Oh, here we go. Some on this side. So as you boil it, it makes it easier to come off. I like the bone in my soup. I think it really adds a lot of flavor. That's why we threw the whole bone and all in there. And then you just added the water. You didn't really need any broth. Working with clean hands here. Just trying to, we don't want to have any fat. That's gross to bite into fat when you're eating your soup. So try to cut away all that fat. So I'll go ahead and clean this up and then add it to our soup, and we'll be back in about 10 minutes as that takes about 10 minutes for that pasta to cook and all our ingredients to mix together. Of course, that spinach is an option. I've just been really enjoying spinach in my soup lately, so I added it. It's not traditional in your ham bean soup, but it certainly will be delicious. And I always serve with a little pecorino romano cheese. So when I serve that, I always have a little pecorino romano. Okay, we'll be back. Hi, and we're back, and we're ready to take our soup out of the pot. Show you what it looks like. And the longer you let this just sit on the stove, even turned off, the more that pasta will swell. So maybe I had a little too much water, but I think it looks pretty delicious. Just remember to stir it. Okay, move that off the side. And then we can just go ahead and garnish with a little pecorino romano, and we're all set. Let's see if you can see that. I'll take a picture and share that with you. So I hope you get a chance to make your own ham bean soup. And if you like our recipe, then go ahead and like our page. And if you want to find more recipes or more cooking demonstrations, you can find them on our YouTube channel. If you have any suggestions for us to cook, just let us know. Thanks so much and have a great day.